Hello there, I'm Canary. Thank you for being here, and I hope you're having a nice day. For today's topic, what do we have?
Yes, so we have the MSI Gaming Trio GeForce RTX 4090 here. We'll do an unboxing. A lot of the GeForce 4090 prices have hit their MSRP now, so for me, it seemed to be a good time to get it versus when it was just released. And let's not forget the crypto boom where the 3090 Ti was like around $2,000, and I think we are on the road for the GPUs to be reasonable in prices soon. Not yet, right? Not yet, because I think the 4080 is still priced a touch high, and the rest of them too. But I think we are on that path. So yeah, so I got this because all 4090 seem to be running the same, and so this is a chunky boy. So size wise, you know what? Let's measure this properly. So the box itself, right? It's around 2.5 recession-sized bananas, right? Bananas a couple of years ago were bigger, but with this recession going on, it's been kind of tough. So we got around maybe two and close to 2.5 sized bananas for the box. Let's open her up and see what we got. It's going to be a big boy, I'm sure, just like every 4090 is. And, they do decent overclocking. And, I'm not planning to push, I'm not planning to do any, I'm only planning to do a decent overclock and just let it run as is. Have it stable enough for all the games and all the stuff that I do. It's fairly heavy too. Let me focus this properly. Okay. So, like the others, I had a choice of this one, the PNY, which was also available, and the what was that? The Gaming Trio X, and also Best Buy had that the white colored one. So yeah, this one was the cheapest of them all, and I don't think it was worth it to pay more just for the quote unquote OC version when you could actually, or I'm planning to overclock it myself anyways. Kind of tight. Oh, there it is. Guessing it'll just be the card, manual, wires, and yeah, just like not much fluff. Hoping it's protected well, which it should be, anyways. There's nothing else in the box, and this chunky boy. Yep, a chunky one. Look at that. Ooh, it's nicely it's tight in there. Yeah. Okay, so we got the manual, which we probably won't need, and you got the power cable. So this one has three. And then the bracket, the support bracket, which I won't use since I'll be mounting it vertically. But yep, it is a chunky boy. Look at the size of this. Oh wow. And it's probably good that the cooler size is this way since I'm planning to overclock it, and uh, and from what I've seen anyways, it seems like the 4090 can maintain its temperature fairly steady. And wow, yeah, I like the dragons. It's fairly heavy. There you go, GeForce RTX. That's the power connector over there. And it's backplate. Got that dragon logo there. And then there's the silent and gaming. Oh, we should put it on gaming mode then. So you see that silent and gaming mode switch for BIOS. I'm gonna put this on silent. I'll put it on gaming. Though I think it might just be what the fan profile that might be different. I wouldn't think there would be much difference between the two anyways. So you got that plug there for the connector, and the other models have four, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem since I'm not planning to do any crazy overclock. So let's check the banana size or session size bananas on it again. So you got two long. It's two bananas long, two recession bananas long, and then around let's see, one third thickness. But yeah, let's get the it's probably around a bit 4/5 banana. Remember, this is a recession size banana, so around 4/5 height. And then the thickness is it 1/3 thickness. Let me. It's hard to get this steady. So okay, let's get some help from our fruit friends. Or let's put this here. There you go. Yeah, there. So it's around 1/3 banana high. So yeah, that's kind of the dimensions. So if your case could fit these, remember recession size bananas. So if your case could fit them, then this card will fit your case. Okay, so after installing, I did run benchmarks first to make sure it's stable in the default setting, and then I did overclock it. I didn't spend too much time on it. I did spend a couple of hours running benchmarks and checking the settings that I could push it to. I did stop at a max of two 940 for the core and plus 300 ish for the memory. I ran Speedway and then the Port Royal benchmarks first to make sure it's stable. Once that's done, I ran the rest of the benchmarks. And then after that, I run a couple of the stress tests basically to make sure that it's stable at that speed. So let's get to the scores for the benchmarks. Generally, I just aim to be at the average and or a bit higher, just because anybody using the 3D, the benchmarks here anyways, it's not the whole population, right? It's just a specific group of enthusiasts that uses this. So getting to the average and a bit higher definitely puts your overclock pretty much, a decent overclock basically for me, because I'm not trying to beat scores, or I don't even want to put in the time, because how overclocking does eat up a lot of your time, and there's a lot of testing to do. But yeah, if you want to go for it, I've seen 4090s really getting that high, and especially in the scores. So let's check out the scores here. So for Port Royal, I did get a 26257. So it's a bit, just a touch, just close to the average, which is good. It means that, it's running there, it's running with the other enthusiasts, and then we have the Speedway score, which is a 10,000. So a touch, close to the average, a touch above the average. So that's good for me. I like it. I like it that way, where you're there on the average side, because obviously, right, the average here is more than the normal users, right? So who else would really benchmark except for those who's trying to push their GPUs or their system a touch higher, right? And then you have the time spy here, which is score is 31, a touch lower for this one, which I didn't try to chase. I didn't try to overclock to get this higher, because my main benchmarks that I was using was Port Royal and Time Spy, and not Time Spy, Port Royal and Speedway. So those were the two ones. Then Time Spy Extreme. So this one, it's a touch above the average, which is 17,000. So I got 17,151. So I mean, it's I'm just aiming to make sure that I get good frame rates, and when I'm gaming, I could get as much as I can for this. And then Fire Strike Ultra, we do have it a bit, just a touch close to the average, a bit higher, a couple of 200 points higher, which is good for my target basically. Same with the Fire Strike Extreme too. So for the Fire Strike Extreme, a little bit higher, just a touch higher than the average too. So yep, it's a good overclock for me. In this one, Fire Strike, I don't know why it didn't pull the average on the best, but I'm not really that concerned because the rest of the the benchmarks anyways, I'm just there at the average and just a touch, a touch higher, a touch lower for the what's this, time spy basically. But on the time spy extreme, I'm a touch higher too, so it's probably a wash anyways. And yeah, that's it. And I played it with played on it already. The frame rates are great, and I really like this video card. And I think going forward, 4K gaming really, with these new cards, with this one, and with the Radeon 7900 XTX, the 4K gaming does really have a, it's really stretching its legs. And that's it. Check out how it looks like in the Hyte Y40 case. You might like it.
Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye now.